Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
Excellent jam, Wave.
Yo, apply. Yo, luta do de. Luta mënulo jël moto nga andil ma xaalis. Hello?
Busel mu fine.
What?
Busel mu fine.
Oh, yes!
Wave Accent Gambia. Deposit and withdraw money, pay bills and buy mobile credit without fees. Transfer money wherever in the country for only 1% fee. At Wave. Busel mu fine? Wave. Your money is yours.
On Wednesday, the 10th of September, 2025, it's coffee time with Peter Gomez on West Coast Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Now, today we welcome the author of a compelling book titled From Village Life to Global Views in Washington, D.C. and beyond. Well, which gives its readers a sense of the intimacy of village life in Gambia and the expansiveness of global perspectives. He is Bala Musa Basadi Jawara. And before we get into the conversation, he tells me he has a statement he wants to read out first. Musa, it's a pleasure to have you with me in the studio. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Peter. Good morning. As I reflect on my journey, I'm reminded of the power of resilience and determination. From the sun-kissed valleys of from the sun-kissed savannas of West Africa to the bustling streets of Washington, D.C., my story is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity. To the youths of the Gambia, I want to say that I understand the struggles you face and I believe in your potential. Don't let desperation drive you to take perilous risks that can result in catastrophic loss of life. Instead, look within your community for opportunities that can shape your future. Think anew and act anew. Shed jealousies and negativity, for it is a distraction that can hold you back. My own journey began with humble beginnings, and after losing my father just after high school, I had to become my own shepherd. But I didn't let circumstances define me. I used my determination and resilience to push forward. As I travel to incredible places around the world, I have seen firsthand the power of collective effort and determination. We can draw inspiration from the successes and challenges of others to build a brighter future for Africa. The path to greatness is not easy, but it is worth it. It is work together to create opportunities to innovate and uplift our communities. But let us not ignore the harsh realities that many in our communities face. Times are hard, and life is hard for many. Families struggle to meet their daily meals, to get their children to school, and to access proper medical care. It is debilitating and heartbreaking. In my book, I have highlighted the challenges communities face, and I am committed to using my voice to bring attention to these issues. We must work together to end the scourge of poverty, to address inequalities, and to promote a more just and equitable society. My memoir, From Village Life in the Gambia to Global Views in Washington, D.C. and beyond, is my own voice, without pretenses. It is not philosophical treatise or dogmatic exploration, but a human experience that I hope will resonate with you. I invite you to read my book, and I believe you will find something relatable, something that speaks to your own experiences and aspirations. You might even find a game changer in your life. To the Gambian community and beyond, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your support and encouragement. Your kindness and applause mean the world to me. I am honored to share my story with you and hope it inspires you to reach to your dreams and never give up. As I close this statement, I want to be clear. I'm not in the business of seeking public office. Let me repeat that. Let me be clear. I'm not in the business of seeking public office, but as a human being, I feel duty bound to provide help and bring solace to those in need. My Maker, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has given me so much, and I couldn't be silent watching children get sick and hungry, and poor families endure the worst of hardships. We must act, we must give, we must care. Let's make a difference, let's bring hope, and let us work towards a brighter future for all. Thank you.
Fantastic statement, fantastic statement. What inspired you to write this book, From Village Life in the Gambia to Global Views in Washington, D.C. and beyond?
Thank you, Peter, and it is a pleasure to be in your studios this morning. It is an incredible feeling that I'm feeling this morning, because you've been a doyen in this industry. You've been a standard bearer in the media fraternity in the Gambia. The idea for my memoir, From Village Life to Global Views, was sparked by my journey from humble beginnings in the Gambia to experiencing the world beyond, growing up in a rural village, and later moving to Washington, D.C. exposed me to different worlds, challenges, and opportunities. A particular moment that stands out was when I lost my father just after high school, which forced me to become self-reliant and determined. The resilience and determination have been the driving force behind my story, inspiring me to share how Gambian youths can break societal barriers and achieve their dreams.
And how did your own upbringing or community shape the lens through which you view the world?
Well, my upbringing in the Gambia and my community significantly shaped my worldview. Being part of a close-knit family and being influenced by strong cultural values taught me the importance of community, hard work, and perseverance. My Quran teacher, Ahmed Chornodrame, and my parents, Na Bintu and Baba Basadi, played a pivotal role instilling these values. My experiences have shown me that one's background doesn't determine their potential. Rather, it is the determination to succeed that matters. This perspective is reflected in my book, where I share my story of overcoming adversity and striving for more.
You share your experiences and insights in this book that we are talking about this morning, From Village Life in the Gambia to Global Views in Washington, D.C. and beyond. Now, in your opening statement, you also made clear that you are not seeking for public office. But what are your thoughts on the current political situation in the Gambia, and what are the chances that one day, these days everybody wants to become president. What are the chances that one day Musa Basadi Jawara might also seek, the highest office in the land?
This is a very important question, and I salute you for asking it, because sometimes the type of work I do, people misconstrue it for this kind of questions you are raising. The current state of politics in the Gambia is a subject of great concern for me. It is disheartening to see our nation's energies squandered on petty squabbles and electioneering tactics, while the pressing issues of infrastructure decay, economic hardship, and social inequality continue to plague our citizenry. The dilapidated state of our roads, hospitals, and schools is a stark reminder of our leaders' misplaced priorities. The macroeconomic instability exemplified by the severe depreciation of our national currency threatens to undermine the very fabric of our economy. It is imperative that we refocus our efforts on addressing these pressing challenges and work towards creating a more prosperous and equitable society. As for my own role in politics, I must confess that I have always believed that true leadership lies not in seeking power, but in inspiring and empowering others. While I have been privileged to share my story and insights through my memoir, I don't envision myself pursuing an active role in politics or vying for the presidency. My passion lies in contributing to the national conversation, fostering critical thinking, and promoting collective action towards a brighter future for our nation. What I do hope for is a seismic shift in our national discourse, a move away from the toxic politics of insult, denigration, and personal attacks towards a more constructive and inclusive dialogue. We need to recognize that our diversity is a strength, not a weakness, and that our collective potential can only be unleashed when we work together towards a common purpose. As I often say, a nation that insults its own citizens is a nation that is lost. Let us strive to create a culture of respect, empathy, and cooperation where every Gambian can thrive and contribute to our nation's progress.
One of the most pivotal moments in our country's history is the 1994 coup that overthrew the government of late Dawda Kairaba Jawara. In fact, I'm currently running a series on that in Wolof with Sheriff Samsudin Sar, I believe, a man you know very well. You also write about the 1994 coup and, the dictatorship that followed the coup. Can you just share more insights? I am sure you would want everybody to, to buy the book and read about it, but yeah.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, Peter. This is an area that I wrote extensively on in the memoir, and I will encourage everybody to go to these libraries, wherever, shops, stations, wherever you can find the book, you read it, because I don't think in a 30-minute interview with this session of
and you have even less time now.
Yes,
in
in this short period, I don't think we will be able to cover it all. But let me say that the 1994 coup was a watershed moment in the Gambia's history, marking a seismic shift in the country's political, economic, and social trajectory. As I reflect on the events leading to the coup, I'm struck by the complexity of factors that contributed to the collapse of the Jawara administration. The machinations and betrayals that unfolded behind the scenes were a testament to the corrosive effects of unchecked power and the dangers of complacency. I have documented these events with precision and accuracy, not as a matter of opinion, but as a matter of fact. My account is based on first-hand knowledge and meticulous research, and I am willing to stand by every word I have written. Let me be clear. I'm not presenting a partisan view or a revisionist history. I'm simply stating the facts as they occurred, without embellishment or spin. If anyone choose to dispute the facts, I'm more than willing to engage in a rigorous and evidence-based discussion. I am confident in the integrity of my account, and I am prepared to defend it against any scrutiny. After all, truth is not subjective. It is a matter of evidence and record, and I am committed to ensuring that the truth about the Gambia's history is preserved for future generations. And as I said earlier, true leadership is not about personal aggrandizement, but about serving the greater good and empowering others. And that is exactly what I have tried to do through my book, to shed light on our collective past and to inspire a more informed and nuanced understanding of our nation's journey.
You've had a remarkable career with experiences spanning multiple continents, including Africa, of course, especially in Central African Republic, CAR. Can you share some insights into some of these experiences and how they have helped shape your perspective on global issues and Africa's development in particular?
Peter, I have spent so much time crisscrossing Africa the past 2 decades, perhaps two decades, from Central, Southern, Eastern, Western, all across Africa. I've been everywhere. But what happened in Central Africa was a travesty, was a tragedy. The sectarian violence that ensued there, I was in the middle of it. I was in the thick of things. Coming from the American side, I was at some point, I was one of the few Western, I would not say diplomats, but one of the first only Western professionals who were present at the time when all this massacre, the erosion of constitutional order, the erosion of human rights was taking place in Central Africa. These experiences have been a crucible for me, testing my resolve and broadening my understanding of the human condition, from the sectarian conflicts in the Central African Republic to the complex geopolitical landscapes of North Africa, West Africa, East Africa, and Southern Africa. I have witnessed firsthand the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. These experiences have taught me that even in the darkest moments, there are opportunities for growth, learning and transformation. As I have traversed as I have traversed the African continent, I have seen the diversity of cultures, languages, and tradition that enrich our heritage. I have also seen the shared challenges that unite us, from poverty and inequality to climate change and social injustice. But I have also seen the potential for collective action, for collaboration and cooperation across borders and boundaries to address these challenges and to build a brighter future for all Africans. My experiences have instilled in me a deep sense of hope and optimism about Africa's future. I believe that the continent is on the cusp of new era of growth, development and influence on the global stage. But I also believe that we must intentional. We must be intentional about building bridges, not walls, fostering dialogue, not division, and promoting inclusive, sustainable development that benefits all Africans. As I reflect on my journey, I am reminded of the power of storytelling to inspire, educate, and mobilize people towards a common purpose. Through my memoir, I hope to share these lessons with wider audience, inspiring a new generation of leaders and change makers to take up the mantle of African development and global citizenship.
Okay, all right. We're talking to Musa Basadi Jawara, author of a memoir, From Village Life in the Gambia to Global Views in Washington, D.C. and beyond. What was the most challenging chapter to write in this book, Musa?
I will say the most challenging chapter for me to write was likely the one detailing my personal struggles and hardship, sharing intimate details about overcoming adversity can be daunting as it requires vulnerability and honesty. I had to reflect on painful experiences which made it emotionally taxing. However, I believe that sharing these challenges will resonate with readers and inspire to persevere through their own struggles.
And what do you think readers from urban or globalized settings might understand about village life in the Gambia?
Well, I wrote from the from village life to global view for both local and global audience. For Gambian youths, the book serves as a source of inspiration, showing them that they too can overcome challenges and achieve their goals. Globally, the memoir offers a unique perspective on Gambian culture and the experience of its people, aiming to foster understanding and connection between different communities. By sharing my story, I hope to inspire readers worldwide to chase their dreams regardless of their background.
And in what ways do you think traditional village values still hold relevance in today's interconnected world?
I will say traditional cultures are still relevant today. With tradition and the upbringing, we still have, Peter, you know this very well, our old system far outweighed what is happening today with this generation of internet, social media, the things you see and what is happening these days. In fact, I think I wrote a chapter about what the old days and what is happening now. When I was growing up and now what is happening now is like diametrically opposite. It's like two worlds. I think traditional values are still relevant today, and this is something that I cherish. This is why I wrote about it. It is well documented in the memoir, and I don't have to belabor. I don't have to say this or overemphasize what is already in the book. Again, I will ask everybody. I will direct everybody to go and
buy the book.
And buy the book.
By the way, where is it available, and how much per copy, per book?
Good question, Peter. I will say starting from Banjul, Lamin Sise, Kerawan Sounds in Banjul, Albert Market, coming down to Timbuktu bookstore, coming down to Kairaba shopping center, Westfield, Westfield, and then Nabintu Plaza, just by Ahmadiyya Hospital, and then you go to Brikama, where you have the intersection of Trans-Gambia and entering Brikama, that Jar Oil right there, you have it there, and you have it on Digital FM, Pamudu's radio, and it is 500. Let me tell you quickly why it is 500.
Why is it 500?
When we started it, the cost of just making this book almost runs nearly to $1,000. But look, I told them, look, how many people in this country are going to spend $1,000 in a book, on a book they will never even read? People don't read these days, okay?
Why are you writing in Gambia?
So you see, so I told them, look, whatever cost is there, I will cover it. Maybe perhaps we will go to Amazon and try to promote it in my alma maters in the United States. Maybe we can cover the losses that we may cover. We will incur in Africa or in Gambia. But let's try and make it reasonable, make it relatable to people, affordable to people. So I prevail over them. I said, look, let's keep it at 500. Even at 500, people are still asking me to buy for them, and people are asking for money. So, Peter, that is it. Okay. So we're having it at 500.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for writing it, and thanks for subsidizing its production.
Thank you.
Now, how do you hope this book contributes to the conversation on development, on migration, because the Gambia is a country that is contributing a lot to the irregular migration scenario, and also on cultural preservation. So, yes, book's contribution.
That's true. I hope my book contributes to conversation around development, migration, and cultural preservation by offering a personal perspective on these complex issues. By sharing my experiences, I aim to highlight the importance of community-led development initiatives, the need for nuanced approach to migration, and the value of preserving cultural heritage. Ultimately, I hope my story inspires readers to think critically about these issues and appreciate the diversity of human experiences.
Okay, we have about, 4.5 minutes left. And if you could read one passage aloud to the audience, which would it be and why?
Wow, that I find it. I think all the passages, Peter, to be honest with you, all the passages in the book is outstanding. That's why I have to be my own spokesperson for this book. It is a fascinating book, the passages, but I had to say that if I could read one passage aloud,
yes, and I hope you will.
it will be the section where I describe my impressions of Washington, D.C. after moving from the Gambia. This passage captures the mix of awe, culture, shock, and determination. I felt as I navigated a new world, I will choose the passage because it encapsulates the themes of adaptation, resilience, and growth that central to my story. It will give the audience a glimpse into my personal journey and the challenges of bridging two worlds.
And finally, what's one question you wish interviewers like Peter Gomez would ask you, but rarely do?
That question will be, I wish interviewers will ask more often, is how do you see your story?
Okay, how do you see your story,
I'm telling you, Peter, experiencing, influencing, or inspiring practical change in my community or beyond. I will believe this question will allow for a deeper discussion about the impact of my work and the potential for positive change rather than just focusing on this story itself. It will be an opportunity to explore the broader implications of my memoir and its potential to inspire action.
Musa,
yes.
Thank you so very much. Very quickly, any final message? You have 30 seconds, and I mean 30 seconds.
Are you serious?
I really mean 30 seconds.
Peter, as I reflect on our conversation today, I am reminded of the resilience and determination that defines the Gambian spirit. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share my story and inspire others to chase their dreams to the youth of the Gambia. I want to leave you with a message of hope and empowerment. Your potential is limitless and your future is bright. Let us work together to build a brighter tomorrow, one that is filled with opportunities, innovation, and progress. I would like to thank Peter Gomez and West Coast Radio for having me on the show. I am honored to have shared my memoir From Village Life in the Gambia to Global Views in Washington, D.C. and beyond with your audience. I hope my story inspires you to take action, to pursue your passions, and to never give up your dreams. Seriously, really, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, Peter. I am so happy for you, Peter, for what you have accomplished over the years. You have become the standard bearer in the Gambian media fraternity, and you are the doyen of this industry without question, and the quality and excellence you deliver are second to none. Kudos, pal.
Thank you. You're very kind. You're very kind. That's Musa Basadi Jawara, author of this book, a memoir from village life in the Gambia to global views in Washington, D.C. and beyond.
Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
Excellent jam, Suway.
Yo, apply. Yo, luta do de. Luta mo nulo jël moto nga andil ma xaalis. Hello?
Bisul mu fine.
What?
Bisul mu fine.
Oh, yes!
Wave Axina Gambia. Deposit and withdraw money, pay bills and buy mobile credit without fees. Transfer money wherever in the country for only 1% fee. At Wave. Bisul mu fine? Wave. Your money is yours.